I'm Vajrashura, and this is my thought for the day. So as many of you know, we're just off a week-long summer retreat that the Dublin Buddhist Centre did in conjunction with other Buddhist centres like the London Buddhist Centre, the Sheffield, the Cambridge, the Brixton Buddhist Centres. And I think about 1,500 people had booked on in total, and I'm sure a large portion of them participated throughout the week, as many of you did as well. We on the team here were certainly very involved with it. It went very, very well. I just wanted to share for the thought for the day today a few reflections and things just I've noticed over the week. So there's 4 of these I want to share as part of my thought for the day today. So the first one that really struck me is that in breakout rooms during the week where you're hearing from people and hearing how they've been getting on, the first thing is just, it strikes me how much people have been working over these last few months. So I remember being in a group and over half the people in the group were saying that this was the first proper break they'd had since Christmas actually. They'd just been working and busy and pressured right through the COVID lockdown, and I just thought, yeah, that's probably quite typical actually, and I've certainly been very busy as well. So it just highlights the need for us to really look out for ourselves, to really take time to get on retreat. I'm really pleased to say that many of them had taken the week off to be on the retreat, so that was lovely to see, and quite inspiring actually as well, and they were really appreciating it. So watch out if you're working too hard. The next thing is just to see, the next thing just to say is that it was great to see how fully people participated in it. So as I've said, some people took off the week, some people took the opportunity to go down to more remote places and be in caravans or go on retreat together, tuning into the online material as well. So I think what that highlights for me is that we do need to be quite active in making sure we have our needs met, that we get these periods of time when we can get away on retreat as well. And it was lovely to see that as well, and it was lovely to see bunches of people on the Zoom calls where you could see them all on retreat together and so on. The third thing that struck me is just the quality of the teaching on the retreat. I mean, we on the centre team weren't doing very much teaching, so I'm not really talking about ourselves here. Although I'm sure there are many great teachers in our community as well, in our community here in Dublin. But really, I was really blown away by how good the London Buddhist Centre team were. The quality of the talks from people like Matra Bandhu and Subhadramati, and the teaching involved, Nyanavacha and Garavavati as well. And it just makes me really lucky, feel really lucky, and really appreciate our community, that we have this great emphasis on dharmic clarity, on Buddhist clarity, and on being able to deliver good material clearly and well within our community, which I think comes from our founder Sangharakshita as well. So I'm really pleased with that, and it's one of the great things about our community that there's so many good talks on Buddhism, on meditation, on the Dharma. For example, you can go and see a lot of them on Free Buddhist Audio. You can go and check out YouTube, for example, the London Buddhist Centre YouTube site. So so I'd really encourage people to make the most of that. There's such good content out there to listen or to read. And then the last thing that struck me about the retreat is that it was really good. I think people had a great time, and it's not the same as an in-person retreat. So it really, while it left me really happy and satisfied and connected, it also made me feel it's still not an in-person retreat. So I really hope here in the Dublin Buddhist Centre team that we can put on an in-person retreat for people who want to do it. We're hoping we can run some kind of winter retreat, for example, because there is something about being together in person that is very hard to replicate online. And a great thing about online is that we can get people from all over the country doing our courses, which we have, and indeed all over the world. I was in a course a few weeks ago where we had people from Canada, Greece, Spain, and so on, in France. But I would also be and we'll keep up an online element to our activities ongoingly, I think, now, and we'll probably be remaining online for the rest of the year, I'd say, at this stage at least. But I do hope we can run an online, an in-person retreat as well, maybe by the end of the year. We'll have to see how things go. So I'm hoping we can do that, and that'll be for anyone who can meditate, I guess. And maybe we'll all meet in prosperity and boon, as the Milarepa text goes, on retreat soon, as well as online.